Hi, this is Jill from Humu Yoga, and this is the Gentle Yoga Practice. This week, we're working on the theme of harmony. Every week, I choose a new theme, and it's usually based on something that's going on in my life. And I find that it not only helps me, but it helps my students, not only with their practice, but maybe in what they might be going through in their life. So we're also going to focus on some back bends in this practice. There'll be gentle back bends, but I feel like this is a really nice way to develop some strength in the spine. And then we're going to end with some really nice forward bending too. So by the end of the practice, you're going to feel really pretty balanced and hopefully ready to just get on with your day. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start by just checking into how we're seated, right? So when I say comfortable cross-legged position, this might not be comfortable for you. So it's okay to have your leg out, or maybe you even have this kind of position. Do whatever feels good in your body. You could also sit up on some blankets. So once you establish that, take the hands down by your sides and just take a moment and curl the spine back and notice what's going on in there. Can you support that by pulling your belly in? And then sit up tall. And then just do it again. Exhale as you go back, and then sit up tall. And now stay seated nice and tall. And then we're going to start to focus on what's going on internally. So you want to really pull into that pelvic floor area. It can be subtle, but it's an awareness. And then right above that, below the belly button, draw the belly back. And that's Jnana Mudra. So you're drawing back and up. And then we're going to release the hands because we have that support. So these are called bandhas or locks. So Mula Bandha, the root lock, Uddiyana, flying upward. It gives you that beautiful energy of lift. And then once you have that, you can close your eyes and just drop the chin. We call that Jalandhara Bandha or chin lock. And it just seals in the energy. So you just stay in that. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and take the hands down by the sides. And then you begin to focus on your breath. So this yoga practice is it's very harmonious because you're working with the breath, the bandhas, and now we're going to really focus on the breath part. So inhale, feel the rib cage expand. And maybe notice where you're feeling a little restrictive in your breath. And then exhale, feel it come together. And do that a few times. Conscious breathing, inhale and exhale. And one more time, inhale and exhale. And now we take the hands together in prayer position. And we're going to recite Om just once, just feeling all the sounds of the universe. Let's just do that together. So inhaling, big breath in. And gently bowing in and stay there. And I'm going to recite the quotes of harmony. Harmony. To put everything in balance is good. To put everything in harmony is better. The goal of life is to make your heartbeat match the beat of the universe, to match your nature with nature. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Live in peace. Walk in harmony. Breathe with awareness. So let's go ahead and just really thinking about that synchronicity of everything coming together for this practice, and see if you can really feel the connection of the breath and the support of the bandhas or your body, and then that inward focus. And we'll give this a go. And just so you know, I do this every week. So if this is something that really resonates with you, please subscribe. That would be really great. And you can feel free to comment if you have any suggestions. Here we go. So the hands come down to the side. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to take this leg out, but you could be in whatever posture you are in. We're going to inhale now, start to move with breath. Really reach up. And then exhale, reach out. Just feeling the breath as you move. So as you inhale, you reach up. And as you exhale, you reach out. Now we're going to take this into a side bend. So reach the left arm up, inhale, exhale, start to bend to the right. We're going to take the head down to start and just stay here for a moment. And then we're going to start to move. So you just start to turn your head straight ahead. Keep breathing. And then we're going to take it up and just notice, how does that feel? Inhaling and exhaling. And then one more time, slowly turning the head, and stay there if you can, or stay somewhere that feels good and rise up. Inhale, and we'll take it to the other side. Inhale, really draw that left shoulder away from the ear as you side bend. And then inhale here, go ahead and look down, and then start to change your gaze, maybe straight ahead, and then maybe up. Just whatever your neck is liking today, and then coming back down. And one more time. And reach and stay somewhere that feels good in your body for a moment. And then inhale and rise up. Good, we're gonna change positions now and come to all fours. So we'll come to the cat-cow, really warming up the spine here. So all fours, you can have your feet pointed or tucked under. Sometimes I like it tucked under because it helps me to really lift up in this rounded part. So exhale, really lift up, pulling the belly in. And then inhale, start to come forward and find a bit of a back bend here. We're just warming up. Exhale and round, pull the belly way in and up. And then inhale, start to come forward and arch the back. We'll do that one more time. Exhale, pulling up, and inhale, coming forward. And now let's go ahead, exhale, pull up, take your feet together, knees apart, and we'll come into a child's pose. So my butt doesn't reach my heels anymore because I found out years ago in my 50s that I have osteoarthritis in my knees. So I've honored that, and they're fine. But then yesterday, I found out it's in my shoulders too, and I'm bone on bone. So I'm just really careful because I don't really feel it, but I know it's there. And I just want to keep doing this. So breathing, somewhere that feels good in your body. You could even be up higher. And then we'll slowly start to come up. And then from here, we're going to come down to our elbows. So just coming down to the elbows and walking the feet back, we're going to come into Sphinx pose. So just keep this gentle. Should be a nice back bend, right? So just lift your right leg for a moment and activate it long. You want to make sure there's no compression in your low back, so keep your tail under when you do that. Now, just see if you can press your feet down into the floor and start to lift the sternum more, lift the belly as well. So the bandhas are engaged, and it should feel like a nice stretch across the front of the chest. You feel the back body working. Now, if this works for you, see if you can straighten the arms, but make sure you don't lift the shoulders, right? They stay down. Keep the belly lifted and the feet pressing down. So it's active down there. And then you can turn your head side to side maybe, and just see how that feels. Keep it easy, keep it gentle. And slowly coming down. Now we'll come back to all fours. And we're gonna find this gentle puppy pose. So if you wanted to, you could use your blocks, right? But you don't have to. And then we'll come down. Try and keep your hips above your knees this time. And you'll get more of that upper back bend that we're looking for. Shoulders, I feel a nice stretch in the shoulders. Maybe your head comes to the floor, maybe not. But just breathe wherever you are, inhaling and exhaling. I feel it in the front of the shoulders. It feels really nice. And then inhaling, coming up. And we're going to take the blocks. We're going to sit in Virasana, hero's pose. So I'm going to use the blocks because I want to give a little space in my knees, but it's very natural for some people to just come into this pose without any props, and that's okay. So I create a little space here by kind of pulling the calf muscle out and then trying to sit right up on my sitting bones. And this is just a really nice meditative seat if you have access to it. And we're going to take this Jnana Mudra, means it's knowledge, jnana. And we take the index finger and the thumb together. The thumb represents intuition and the index finger inspiration. And we take that together. And just for a moment, notice, can you sit up really tall and incorporate your breath? Inhale and exhale. Maybe just the stretches we've done already have helped you to sit up a little taller. Just notice that. Everything's flowing together. And then slowly now, we'll open the eyes and we'll reach the arms slowly out to the side. Inhale. We'll come into a bit of a back bend. Reach up. Lift way up and see if you can maybe take it back a little bit. And breathe here. Inhale. If it feels okay, maybe you can join your hands, but it's okay to be here. I just want you to really experience the opening here. So try and lift the sternum up as high as you can. Take a few breaths there. And then exhale. Circle big. And come all the way down. And come back into Jnana Mudra. And just pause for a moment. Letting everything settle. And now we'll come back to all fours. And I'm just going to put the blocks to the side. And we'll find our way to seated. So I like to just take my legs to the side and come down and legs out in front of you. And now we'll take a gentle forward bend. So you could use your blocks here. Start by sitting up and then see if you can just round your spine over. You can relax your hands down and breathe. Now, if you find that your spine is really rounded here, bend the knees. You can even let the legs go out to the side. And then lift up and over. So just stay somewhere that feels good in your body. Breathing, inhaling into the back muscles. Feel the back expand. Exhale, it comes closer together. You might find you want your block further away as you get into it. Breathe. Maybe you're here, drawing the shoulders down. Even though we're relaxing here, if your legs are straight, try to engage them if you want to get more stretch. Breathe. And now inhale, exhale. You notice that while back bends are very energetic, forward bends are where we release. So it's nice to have a combination of the two. Wherever you're at, come on up and sit up. And let's bend the knees for a moment. Let's do a couple roll backs. So this is an excellent way to stretch the spine, but at the same time, it's very supported. So just take your hands behind your legs and exhale, curl back a bit. Now, if it was accessible to you, you could straighten the legs and curl back. And then exhale, curl up and sit up tall. You could even bend the knees as you got up there. Inhale here, we're going to curl back again. Let's twist a little. We'll go to the left. Feel what that feels like. Come back to the center and curl and come up. And we'll do it to the other side now. So you could also assist yourself by having your hands down by your sides. We'll turn to the right. You could also assist having your right hand down as you turned and come back. And now we're going to go all the way down to the floor, curling all the way back. You can use your hands. And now we're on the floor. So maybe adjust, get yourself nicely on your mat. And let's go ahead and come into some bridging. So we'll bend the knees. And this is articulating bridging. So you're starting to curl the pelvis, press through your feet, roll the shoulders back. Make sure your neck is long. It's not compressed, right? It's not too far back, just right. And then let's reach the arms over the head. Feeling very long here, start to curl your pelvis and come down. Curl all the way down. And then slowly let the arms follow. One more time. Inhale here, exhale, curl the spine, lifting way up. Reach the arms, get really long, and then curl and come down. Let the arms come down. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, exhale, curling up, lifting, reaching, reach your arms, and slowly try to tuck the butt under a bit, curl, pulling the belly in. Everything's working together. Let the hands come down. Let's come into a nice glute stretch now. So cross your right ankle over your left knee. Go ahead and pull in. Or if that wasn't accessible for you, just stay here and try to open the knee. And then pull in if you can, right? Just trying to encourage that right knee to open. Just feeling that. And breathing here. Inhale and exhale. Take a few more breaths. And now we're going to take it to a twist. So we're slowly going to turn and put the right foot on the floor. And then take your gaze over to the right, if that feels good. Or you could look straight up. Whatever feels better in your body. Breathing. And then inhale. As you're ready, slowly coming up, let's take it to the other side. So now letting your right knee come down to the floor. I like this because I'm encouraging my right ankle to pull that left knee down. But if that was hard for you, you could just have your foot down on the floor. That works. Breathing, you could gaze over your left shoulder maybe, or maybe it's straight up. Stay connected to your breath. It's really nice to feel how the exhalation can sometimes bring you around a little bit more. Inhale, come back up. Let's do the other side. Crossing the left ankle. You could go ahead and pull in, or maybe you're down here, really encouraging that opening the hips, right? Just trying to feel that stretch. Breathing. Stay connected to the breath. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. And then go ahead, let's take this down. And we're going to twist to the right, taking the left foot to the floor. Maybe you're gazing straight up, maybe over the left shoulder. But just stay connected to your breath. Inhale. And exhale. I feel the right ribs turn a little bit more. Inhale. And exhale. And now slowly coming up, we're going to go to the other side. So slowly taking that right knee over to the left. And I'm gently with my left ankle pulling my right knee down. Or you could be here if that was easier. And then I'm taking my gaze to the right, but only if that feels good in your body. Trying to draw your right shoulder to the ground. And then inhale. Let it come up. We're going to hug the knees in for a moment and see if you can curl up just for a second. And then let everything go. And we're just going to come into Shivasana. So just stay in this place. Try to completely let go of the physical body. And just tune inwards and find that harmony. That centeredness, that ease, that peace. And you could stay here as long as you want. I'm going to go ahead and take us out. So just become aware of the breath, the inhalations, exhalations, and then start to slowly move the body, the fingers, the toes. And then bending the knees, and slowly making your way into a fetal position, and pause there. And then taking your time and finding your way up to seated. And once you get to seated, I just want you to notice for a moment, where are you in this body, in your mind, in your intention? Is everything in harmony? And can you let that resonate in everything you do? Namaste.